that I don't, but they have given me what I need to sleep, because this is in operation where I lost my leg in the wars. It was sliced off in a way from almost the thigh down. I was retrieved and promised that because of the technology that we hold, my leg will be replaced and it will look like new. This is something that is open to all in the wars at this time. My leg, I could wait and it would eventually grow back by itself in the chater chambers, but I have opted to have the leg completely replaced by scalar technology. And as I find myself drifting into a deeper sleep, I see those that are carrying out the operation. The process has been hijacked in a way. These beings have been taken over by other beings, and they are about to perform the operation. Now, this is quite a simple operation on my planet. But something doesn't feel right. The team that I spoke to earlier, they seem to be replaced in a way. It's the same bodies, but I can feel into their energy signature, and it is not the energy signature of the team that I discussed this operation with. This team has been hijacked in a way. Whether they know that or not, I'm not so sure. But they are beginning the process and they are building the new leg and attaching it from the hip down. It's made of partly silicon material. There is inside a lot of metal. It's a high technology metal that is connected through also the brain cells for operation, so that once this operation is over, I will be able to walk with no problem whatsoever. I'm watching this as if I'm above, in a way. I am in a very deep sleep. I have been given the aroma gas, which puts you into a very deep sleep. So I'm watching this operation, and I'm watching how the leg is growing back at a much faster rate than it would if we did it the normal way. It's growing. It looks identical to the other. It's almost down to the knee now. But I noticed that when they started the process, it's not so much attaching. It's more a growing. It's like my own body is growing this leg. But I feel that something was also planted in there that is not supposed to be part of the process. But there's nothing I can do right now because I am in this deep sleep. The leg is down to the shin now. The foot is almost beginning to form. My legs look really good, actually. My skin is a kind of slightly gray in color, slightly slightly scaly in a way, as is all of my skin. I almost appear to have wings in a way. My face is quite large, a little, I don't know if I would say bird-like, like really large bird-like face. But looking down at my body, my legs look as they did before the accident, before it was removed by a member of my own team, actually, in the wars. This was posed as an accident, but I'm not too sure that it is an accident. I'm starting to wake now. The team are standing back. As they stand back, I've seen them transform back to the beings who were discussing this operation with me in the first place. They ungas me with it's almost a syringe look, but it's not a syringe. It's almost one of their fingers touches me on the forehead. I am awake. I sit up. I stand. I walk around totally normally. I'm very happy to be back with my body in its full state. The team that did the operation seemed to feel like they've done the operation, even though I saw from the position above that they were replaced temporarily to do this. I asked them, is there something extra in the top of my leg near my hip? And they assure me, no, it's completely grown from my own special abilities. But it was just on faster. So rather than waiting in time, in which place you can lie in a capsule and it will grow, the situation will be monitored in a way. And then when the leg is fully grown, you would be removed from the capsule and be in the position that I'm in now. But that takes a little time, and you have to take time out because we are currently in the wars. We haven't got time. A lot of our team have been disabled in many ways. The ones that are what we would say, where it's possible to regrow the limb or the arm or the head or whatever part of the body that has been damaged, are all being offered this quicker treatment, which can be done in a matter of moments. And then we go straight back out into the wars. I see now. I was curious as to how I got my injury because it seemed to be one of my own team, and it was reported that it was done accidentally, but I very much had my suspicions. But now I understand what happened, because this implant that has been put into my hip, which connects with the brain, what happens with this implant is it sends signals to the brain to kill or try to kill or maim members of your own community, your own kind. So when we are on the battlefield, we are not only being killed by the other side, a lot of us are being killed by our own team members. And they're being called accidents, but they are not accidents. It is the team on the other side have the technology to shape shift into the bodies of the team that are carrying out the operations, and they are putting these implants into the people who are being resent back out into the wars. Now, these wars are quite crazy. We have, like, from a human perspective, Debbie is watching this and it looks a little crazy. There are many beings, winged beings, flying around. Also seem to have tails and like almost laser beams, and we eliminate the other side with the laser beams. That is the normal practice. That is what we are supposed to do. But there are many using these powers with our laser beams on our own side and are unaware. For some reason, during the operation, I was able to come out of my body. This is because I have been in these wars many, many times. These wars have gone on through 3 of my lifetimes, and I've come back each time because these wars are so important. It affects very much humanity. Now, I know, I understand these implants and how they are having effect in that we are helping the other side, many. It's quite crazy out there. There's so much going on. So much going on. I need to try to find how to do this. I feel like I want to reject my own leg, my own hip, because I feel this is the only way that I can have full responsibility for my own thoughts and my own actions. Otherwise, they are being overridden by what is being placed in my mind from the other side. The other side are, they're not similar looking. They are, wow, these guys are, how can I describe them? They are many different kind of metallic-like colors. They have thing that stands up on the head that goes down and opens back, and they can just fire kind of like darts. The darts are not as powerful as our laser beams, and that is why they have developed the technology to be able to shapeshift into what would be known as the medical teams that help us and to regrow our limbs. These guys are quite big. They also seem to like have this thing around them. The colors are kind of lots of colors, but colors in darkness, as if they are dark, but they have the colors of like you would see the colors in petrol, if petrol spilt. So those colors, but on a darker background. They're quite vicious. They look quite ugly. The darts, they just fly out a lot. I mean, there's so much going on in these wars, and these wars have been going on what feels like forever. Like I say, at least 3 of my lifetimes. The only way now that I can try to help my own side is to remove my own leg. So although it has been removed, I need to get myself out of this area and go. This is not easy to do because there is so much going on. I mean, these wars are like we're all flying through the air. There's a lot of carnage. So I need to try to be able to save my team. I need to remove my own leg and get myself to the healing chambers. And then at least I will have my own thoughts, and then I can try to do something to let our team know what's going on. So the sooner I get this leg off, the better, because I have an overwhelming urge to laser beam my own people. But because I saw what happened from above, this has given me a little bit more, feels like compassion. So I do the unthinkable. I take off my own leg. The pain is quite excruciating. There are many on the field, and they are being brought in to have the quick succession operation of growing their own legs. But I need to go. I need to get to the chamber so I can teleport to those chambers. I go in, there are not many there because most of those teams have been called to the other areas where they can do the process in moments. Now I'm going to have to go in the chamber for some months in the hope that this operation won't be hijacked. There are not many here to monitor anymore the process to help to release me when the time is done. But I explained to one, and they have agreed to do this. So I'm in the chamber and I'm trying to speed up time, but I've not quite mastered this. We all have our superpowers, and mine is not to speed up time. Mine is more teleportation. But not out of our galaxy. Our galaxy past. It is past Pleiades, but it is also a planet that is not known yet on Earth. We were just a small team, but we also fought in the Orion Wars. So I wait. And I wait for my leg to go back. And all I can do really is to wait and allow it to grow. It will take some months. If I try to speed it up too much, my leg won't be so strong. So I need to be patient and just hope that this space is not attacked during that time. But what I was able to do was to take the implant that they put in my hip at that time, and I've been able to analyze it and put it into the spectrums which run programs to see how to disable these implants. So my team have them in many places, in arms and legs and heads and any of the places, the parts of the body that were replaced. And what I'm doing, even though I now lie in the chamber for healing, I can still connect with my mind to the system that is running the programs to try to disable this device. If I can disable this device, I can, through my telepathic powers, send the codes to my other teammates. We are in contact telepathically. I've let them know that they've got these implants and that I'm trying to disable them. But at this moment, it's just running and running to try and find how to disable them. So although I've managed to tell lots of my own the beings from my planet, although they know they can't overrun this, but I have told them that I will be giving them the codes to disable. Until they have the codes to disable, there's nothing they can do. They're killing their own kind. It's only those who lose body parts that get the chance to have the body part completely re-established, and they're the ones with the implants. The ones who are killed outright, there's nothing. We have lost many over 3 of my lifetimes of fighting. We have lost many thousands in this war, but many thousands in the other civilizations have also been lost. It's a pointless war, totally pointless war, but it's something that needs to that needs to be enacted. Exactly why, I'm not sure. We just know when we are born that this is our mission, to win this war. It's going to help a lot. I'm starting to break down the codes now, telepathically connecting with this, what you might call a computer, but it's not like a computer in your days. It's in the quantum field. It's a quantum computer, and once I disable, when I'm running the codes, I can disable what this technology is doing. And that will be step 1. Step 1 is to disable the technology. Step 2 is to use this technology on those who are trying to use it against us. So because it has a connection also to those who are trying to use it against us, I can reverse these technologies to disable those who are using it. Now, I have managed to work out the codes. Telepathically, I send them to all on my world, all who are affected. It will run through their systems. It will take a little time to be disabled, but it is being disabled as we speak. This is now almost 3 months into my time in the chamber. So I've been able to do this as I lie. At the moment, my leg has been grown back down to my ankle. I still have my foot to grow. My hip is feeling absolutely perfect, very natural, back to how it should be. So I can accept this leg. This leg feels really good now. Very, very good, very natural. It not only looks like my body, it is my body. But I have been running the codes telepathically to disable the technology in all of my people. And so it has now, it has stopped that process where they are killing their own kind. That is completely stopped now. And the process that has taken place now is to direct that signal back to the ones who are using this technology, and that it will backfire on them and they will start to kill their own kind. That process is running now. It hasn't become fully, it's not fully in operation, but it is starting. It takes a little time. It takes the same, it's got to go in the amount of technology, the implants that we have on our side that is now aiming back at the others. It's just starting to take effect. So when it starts to take effect, they will kill their own kind. And we, because they are killing their own kind, we will have more time to heal ourselves and become stronger again. And we will grow in numbers also. My leg is almost complete. I see the team coming to release me from my chamber. I come out of the chamber. When you come out, the air is different. And there, it's kind of controlled. That's what keeps you still. And it keeps you, it keeps you rigid, because you need to be still for this leg to go back. Once they open the chamber, you're back into the atmosphere that you were in before. I'm standing up, I'm walking around. My leg is moving perfectly. My hip is moving perfectly. I'm in a very good position. The top of the complex opens and I can fly out again. My wings, my legs, all of me is completely renewed and all is good. And because I have been so helpful and have in fact allowed these this war to be more beneficial for our own side, I have been given the task to jump into a higher realm where I'm on the council. So being on the council, I have more control over the wars completely. And we are in discussion about ending the wars. These wars have gone on, like I said, way too long, at least 3 of my lifetimes, where I've died and come back. And we don't just have lifetimes that are like human lifetimes that last, like 80, 90 years. Our lifetimes last many thousands of years. So I have been in this many thousands of years of coming back. I died quite young in the first one. I was only 500 years old. The second time I was 800 years old. In this lifetime, I am currently 2023. But now I have left that one and I have been, like I said, moved to a higher realm where I have been placed on the council and where we are helping to end all wars on, or galactic wars. We here on this planet are not even aware of planet Earth, and planet Earth is not aware of us. In fact, planet Earth is not even aware of the planet that I came from at this time. It's a planet that will be discovered in the future. As I'm on the council now, I no longer look as I did in that lifetime. I was a little bit like I said, I was a winged creature. I had legs. I could fly. Now I am more. I'm more looking like I feel more like light, and yet in a way I see myself as a very beautiful dragon, but a dragon of light. So now that I have been through that lifetime, I can understand how it is in human form that Debbie has had a hip replacement and her body was not 100% accepting the new hip. It felt like there was resistance there. It was starting to feel like a bit of rejection. But now that I have been into this lifetime and experienced why it is she would be in the situation where her body wanted to reject it. It's only from the memories of those times. So now that her higher self can explain this to her, it has taken her to this lifetime to explain this to her. She will feel her hip working in much more magnificent ways. Also, other parts of her body, her knee. I don't know if that has been through a similar process. It wasn't that that I went into research. I went into research the hip, but we will ensure that the knee works as well. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that on the recording, but there was one big click of Debbie's knee, very powerful click. And I think that was that knee being put into place. That's the kind of thing. And that happens when you can release the past and release anything that doesn't serve in this lifetime. And obviously now the knee and the hip problems do not serve her. And that knee has just clicked back into place very noisily. It will be very interesting to see if this will be on the sound clip for her to hear. If not, she will have recollection of it anyway. But this is quite powerful. And the hip also now is completely safe. Her body is 100% accepting this now. We're just working on her hip now to introduce it in a way to all of her other body parts. We're speaking to her brain to let her brain know on a human level that this hip is very good and it is for her higher good to accept it and not to be rejecting it. And that all will be well. Okay, as her higher self now, we're going to count her back out in her own human mind so that she can listen back to this. She will remember anyway, but it's always good to listen back. So we are taking her back now. She is beginning to be able to move the parts of her body that were in stillness. She is coming back, feeling wonderful all over, healthy and amazingly well. Wow. That was very interesting actually, because I don't know if that sound was on the recording, but my knee did make one big click. So that's how quantum healing works in hypnosis. Thank you. Much love. Debbie.